Hi friends, welcome to a new initiative where I am going to help you master the art and science of writing answers in the UPSC mains examination. If you master these techniques, you will be able to write answers like UPSC toppers. Guys, in these discussions, I'll be taking the PYQ, so you will be benefited in two ways. One, you will be able to understand how to write answers in UPSC examination so that you get very high marks. And second, you will be able to do the PYQ analysis. So guys, every day I'll take one question and I'll brainstorm the question, why was the question asked and why this question is important this year also, and then I'll give you exact model answer. After brainstorming the question, I'll tell you how you can approach the answer. Not only just my here, the intent is to give you model answer. My intent is to help you brainstorm and learn exact science of writing answers. Can we have a methodological approach, step-by-step approach of writing answers? That is what I'm going to teach you. So guys, today's question is from 2024 mains examination, General Studies paper 1. You can read this question. The groundwater potential of Gangetic Valley is on a serious decline. How it may affect the food security of India. Okay, so this question was basically taken from this article. This question was taken from this article. This is the Hindu article. This is the Hindu article of 2024, and from this article the question was framed. I'm just showing you so that you will understand that most of the mains questions also, it may appear that the question is static. It may appear the question is static, but most of the questions even in the mains examination are inspired from current affairs. That is why I have just showed you. Okay, so how to write this answer, how to approach this answer? First, what I am going to do is that I am going to brainstorm, which will help you to understand how to do answer writing, and then I am going to exactly give you a very good introduction, a very good body, a very good conclusion to this answer. You will learn that. Okay, so first of all, let us again read the question. Okay, the groundwater potential of Gangetic Valley is on serious decline. Okay, second is how it may affect the food security of India. So first of all, what you need in this question, you need to first establish that Gangetic Valley is very important for the food security of India. You have to establish this, because without this, okay, your answer will lack that punch. Okay, many people will not do this. Okay, in the introduction itself, you have to at least by one or two lines, you have to establish this, that Gangetic Valley is very important for the food security of India, because it says that the groundwater potential of Gangetic Valley is on decline. How it will impact the food security of India? This means what? The Gangetic Valley is very important for the food security of India. That is first thing you need to keep in mind. Second, guys, you need to have some facts. You need to have some facts to justify that there is a serious decline, in the groundwater potential. You need some facts. Facts are very important. You know, most of the aspirants, they complain that they are not able to score very high marks in the UPSC mains examination even after writing very good answers. The reason is they lack facts. Without facts, you will never score very high marks in general studies paper. Guys, I have cleared mains examination 4 times. I can tell you, facts are very, very important. Okay, so you need facts. Okay, so in the introduction, what you have to do is that you have to link Gangetic Valley to the food security of India, and you need to give some facts to justify that there is a steep decline in the groundwater potential of the Gangetic Valley. This is the introduction. This thing you need to write in introduction. Second thing what you need to keep in mind is that this is a geography question. In geography question, guys, always you have to draw a map. Without map, you should never write any answer in geography question. Definitely you should draw map. You know, by map you can easily score 1 or 2 marks more than the average aspirants. Okay, so 2 things you need to keep in mind. Okay, 2 things you need to keep in mind. So this answer, let me just make a structure of this answer. So in the introduction, you have to basically write one or two lines about Gangetic Valley and link it to the food security of India. Then you need to have some facts about groundwater potential fall. Then guys, in the body it says how it will affect the food security of India, means how the decline. Okay, so you will write heading, okay, decline of groundwater impact on food security. You'll give a heading and you will write points, 3-4 points, and then what you need conclusion. In conclusion, you can give suggestions to improve the groundwater potential of Gangetic Valley. This will be the 3 parts of the question. Introduction. In introduction, you have to link the Gangetic Valley with the food security of India, and you need to give some facts about the groundwater decline in this region. In the body, you have to write one heading. Okay, always write in points. Decline of groundwater in Gangetic Valley impacting the food security. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And then in the conclusion, you have to give some suggestions. Because why you need to give suggestions? Because it is talking about a problem. Whenever the question will be talking about a problem, here the problem is what? Here the problem is groundwater decline. So always, whenever there is a problem question, okay, generally people say, sir, even if it is not asked, shall we write the suggestions? Yes, you should write suggestions if it is a problem question. If it is a problem question, definitely you should write suggestion. How to write suggestion, that also I'll explain you in this video. So this is the overall structure of the question. I hope everyone is clear. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why I have taken this question, because today in the Hindu newspaper there was an article on the groundwater crisis in Karnataka. Okay, so I have taken this theme of groundwater and I have taken this PYQ for you. Okay, so let us first see how to write an introduction to this question. So I have told you guys, that always what you need to do is that in such questions, whenever they're talking about that fall in groundwater in the Gangetic Valley is on serious decline, you have to give some facts to explain, yes, there is a serious decline. So guys, as per the Hindu article, okay, the latest CSIR and National Geophysical Research Institute report says that there is a fall in the groundwater level more than 1.5 centimeter per year. In the Indo-Gangetic plain, there is a fall of 1.5 centimeter per year of groundwater in the North India, with a net loss of 450 cubic meter of groundwater during 2002 to 2021. Okay, so in the last 2 decades, this is the loss of groundwater, 450 kilometer cube. Okay, 450 km cube, and there is fall of 1.5 centimeter per year. The groundwater is falling 1.5 centimeter per year. So any one fact also if you write, that is more than sufficient. Then what you need to do, I have told you that you have to link the Gangetic Valley with food security. So what I have done, I have written known as India's most fertile agriculture belt. Gangetic Valley is India's most fertile agriculture belt due to alluvial soil and access to water. The Gangetic Valley contributes to 75% of wheat and rice cultivation in India. So you see how I have beautifully linked the Gangetic Valley to the food security of India, because the question is saying how fall of groundwater in the Gangetic Valley will impact food security of India. So before that you have to establish that Gangetic Valley is very important for the food security of India. And how to establish that? You can see in one line only I have established that Gangetic Valley is one of the most fertile agriculture belt in India because of alluvial soil and water access, and it contributes 75% of wheat and rice cultivation in India. But this is under threat because of falling groundwater. But this is under threat because of falling groundwater, and I have given the reasons also why there is fall of groundwater. 3 reasons: over extraction, reduced recharge, and pollution. You can see, just see this introduction, guys. I have written an introduction which includes facts, which also explains, which links the question, You can see there are 2 concepts in the question. One concept is about what? One concept is about groundwater, and other concept is what? Food security and Gangetic Valley. Okay, so there are 3 things: groundwater, Gangetic Valley, and food security. So in the introduction I have linked these 3 things. Many people don't do that. And that is the reason they get less marks, because you have to link how groundwater of Indo-Gangetic Valley is linked to the food security of India. Then only you will be able to write an impactful answer how fall in groundwater is impacting the food security of India. I hope this is very clear to you. So this is the introduction, and in the introduction, once you write this, you have to draw the diagram. Where is this Indo-Gangetic Valley? Okay, or where is this northern plains? You can see this. You can draw the map of India and you can show the northern plains: Punjab, Haryana, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand. Okay, this is the Gangetic belt. This is the northern belt, northern plain belt. Okay, now is the body. Okay, impact on food security. What is impact on food security of groundwater? First point, always write in points: reduced agriculture output. The first is what? Reduced agriculture output. Obviously, guys, when the groundwater will decline, then obviously, guys, the water availability for agriculture will decline, and this will impact the output of agriculture. So that is the first point: reduced agriculture output. Second is, guys, crop intensity would fall by 68%. Guys, crop intensity, this region has high crop intensity, but with the falling water level, what is going to happen is that the crop intensity is going to fall, and because the crop intensity is going to fall, it will adversely impact the production of agriculture commodities in this region. Third, guys, cost of irrigation is going to increase. With the falling groundwater, what is happening? The cost of irrigation is going to increase. Next, guys, what is going to happen? Cropping pattern is going to shift. Guys, you know that this region is famous for paddy cultivation. Most of the paddy cultivation happens in the Gangetic belt. Most of the wheat production happens in the Gangetic belt. But what is going to happen when the groundwater will fall? There will be a shift away from this water intensive crops, and that will adversely impact our food security. Guys, rice and wheat is very important for the PDS. In the PDS, it is basically rice and wheat. So if there is no water availability in this region, or when there is reduced water availability in this region, then what is going to happen? The farmers are going to shift from water intensive crops to some other crops. Okay, the shift in cropping pattern may happen. That will adversely impact the food security. Next, climate aggravated droughts. With falling water levels, what is happening? Droughts will increase. With falling water level, groundwater level, droughts will increase. Agriculture droughts. Already some of the regions is facing drought-like situations every year. Every year there is a drought-like situation because of the falling water levels. And last but not the least is the falling water level, groundwater level is also impacting the land fertility. Guys, land fertility is directly linked to water. If there is no water, land degradation takes place. Land desertification takes place. So guys, this water and land is linked to each other. Land is linked to each other. Therefore, land degradation will happen, and land degradation will obviously impact the food security. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. So you can easily expect here how many marks? Okay, 6 marks here. In the introduction, easily you can expect 1 to 2 marks in the introduction. Okay, 1 to 2 marks in the introduction, because beautifully we have written the introduction. We have written the facts also, and we have linked the Indo-Gangetic Valley, the groundwater, with the food security of India. And then comes the conclusion. In the conclusion, which is the way forward, okay, way forward, what we will write? We give some suggestions. Shift in cropping pattern. Shift in cropping pattern. We need to shift from water intensive crop to, okay, crops which take less water. Next, shift in MSP and procurement policy. Then technological intervention like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation. Next, groundwater recharge techniques. Atal Bhujal Yojana, National Aquifer Mapping, Master Plan for Artificial Recharge of Groundwater, Watershed Development Component of Pradhan Mantri Kisi Sinchai Yojana, National Water Policy 2012, Manrega for water conservation, Manrega. You can see how many points I have given. Okay, so you can see, if you see this, okay, we have talked about the policy, we have talked about the scheme, we have also talked about some technological solutions. So always in suggestions, you have to first think, what is the policy? Is government has some policy regarding groundwater? Yes. National Water Policy 2012. National Water Policy 2012 talks about how we have to do rainwater harvesting and conservation of water. Next, we have to talk about some schemes. Atal Bhujal Yojana. Many schemes are there. Watershed management scheme. Then technological solution like the drip and sprinkler irrigation. Next, okay, behavioral shift, cropping pattern shift, in policy shift, MSP policy must be changed. Farmers must be incentivized to move away from water intensive crop to other crops. Diversification of cropping pattern should take place. You see how I am linking to other concepts of the syllabus like cropping pattern. Diversification of cropping pattern must take place to conserve water, because if you want to conserve water, you have to move away from water intensive crops. So this is the way forward. And then do not end here. Write a one-line conclusion. What is the one-line conclusion? You will say that addressing this drastic groundwater fall will not only help in food and water security, but also help in achieving sustainable development goals. Always in UPSC mains answers, in the conclusion, link to a broader concept. Here we have said that drastic fall in groundwater must be arrested, not only for the food security but also for achieving the sustainable development goals. Always link your answer in the conclusion to sustainable development goals. You see how we have approached this question. You can see, so this was a geography question. So in geography question we included the map, then we gave some facts, then in the body we gave 6 points, 1 2 3 4 5 6 points, and in the conclusion we gave suggestions, and suggestions we gave different types of suggestions: policy suggestions, scheme suggestions, technology suggestions, behavioral suggestions, and last but not the least, we have linked this question to sustainable development goal. Like this we have to approach answer writing. So first of all, what we have to learn is we have to learn to write good introduction. Guys, introduction is the key. Many aspirants, what they will do, they will not be able to link the groundwater with food security in the Gangetic Valley. They will not be able to link. They will directly start writing what are the causes or how the groundwater fall is impacting the food security. They will directly jump there. If you directly jump there, you will not get the 2 marks which is given for introduction. If you do not draw the diagram, you will lose 1 marks. So 3 marks you are already losing if you are directly jumping here. If you are directly jumping here, you are losing already 3 marks. Many people will directly start from here. You will lose 3 marks. That's the main reason why many aspirants, even after writing good answers, they think that they have written good answers, but they have not written like what UPSC expects. And that is why, guys, we tell you that the current affairs is very important. The question is, okay, static. The question is static, but if you see, this question was directly taken from this Hindu article, the Hindu newspaper article. That is why, guys, every day in my DPS sessions, daily practice sessions, I try to link the current affairs with the static. Every day we are discussing here 5 to 7 questions at 10 p.m. in my DPS sessions. You can attend few of the sessions to know how this is going to help you link the current affairs with the static. With this, guys, I am taking your leave. If the session was useful, please do consider liking and comment. Do you want me to take these sessions regularly on YouTube? Please do let me know. Thank you, guys. God bless you.